Hey everyone, my name is Muhammad Haris Besamsudin. I'm from Group 1. Today we are going to present about business plan slide, which is Easylife Enterprise. So this is our code MPU22012. So this is the group members. The first one is Muhammad, is Daniel Birosline. The metric card number is 25 DSK19F1013. And now it's me, Muhammad Haris Besamsudin. My metric card number is 25 DSK19F1035. So the first one is our company background. The name of the company is Easylife Enterprise. Our business address is at Jalan Nikel 2, Kawasan Perindustrian Pasir Gudang, 81700 Pasir Gudang, Johor. And now for our correspondent address is easylifeofficial aka gmail.com. And now for our telephone number is 01160755907. Our form of business is partnership enterprise. Now moving into main activities. Our main activities is manufacturing iron board. Our date of commencement is 10 January 2017 and the date of registration is 1 January 2017. Our registration number is 7772345. Name of bank is Bank Islam. And the bank account number is 15900-1852893. Now we move into the mission, vision, and objective slide. Firstly, our vision is to be the only company is the best in producing furniture base which manufacture to create the pleasure dream for every household. And our mission, our first mission is to make sure that our product will be available through all Malaysia. In addition, we know that furniture is the primary elements which are more familiar nowadays. We hope we will be supplying furniture to the entire world soon, besides the best organization to manage the business, to achieve customer satisfaction by putting customer priorities first and build their trust. Last but not least, objectives. The first is our product must have the advantage for consumers who want convenience and fast to do the work at home. Every household wants comfort while doing their work. The second is to ensure every problem you face in the house while using iron board. This product of our own invention, which is 3-in-1 MIV board, will solve your problem. Not only that, it has more than one function to use. The third is we must confident that our products will help and upgrade the way consumers in the household do their work. This 3-in-1 Mi board product will go further in the market. Now, this is our organization chart. The first one is Muhammad is Daniel Birosline. He will be the CEO of the company. And below him is me, Muhammad Haris Besamsudin. And I will be the admin. Now, below me is Nurazim bin Helmi. He will be the chief. He is chief finance officer. And the second one is Muhammad Afizi Birosline. He is chief operating officer. And the third one is Ammar bin Haziq. He is the VP of marketing. And the last one is Muhammad Iqbal bin Zahid. He is the VP of human resources. Now we move into our company's partners background. The first one is the CEO one. His name is Muhammad Isdaniel Birosline. His ID number is 000-727-010243. His address is No 3 Jalan Hikmah, 8 Kampung Kopok Baru 817550 Masai, Johor. His phone number is 011-607-55907. The date of birth is 27th July 2000 and his age is 20 years old. His status is finance and his educational background is BBA, Horns Operation Management, UITM Shah Alam, and the second one, Diploma in Business Studies. The course he attended is entrepreneurship course. His skill is able to speak English and Malay fluently, and communicating skills, computer skills, and leadership skills. His previous skills was experience manage his father company about 3 years. His present occupation is CEO, and his email address is muhammadisdaniel4@gmail.com. And now we move into the partner's background to administration manager, which is me. My name again is Muhammad Haris bin Samsudin. My ID number is 010-807-010429. My address is No 3, number 3, Jalan Palma 4, Taman Palma, 8600 Kluang, Johor. My phone number is 011-57418-194. My date of birth is 7th August 2001. My age is 19 years old. And my status is single. My educational background is BBO Horns Marketing, UITM Police, and Diploma in Business Study, UITM Police. The course I attended is entrepreneurship course. The skills I have is able to speak English and Malay fluently. And second one is communication skills, computer skills, and leadership skills. My experience is help my family business, and my present occupation is sales assistant at Zaza Boutique and chef assistant. My email address is aishq@gmail.com. So now we move into equity and contribution. So as you can see in the slide, the first one is CEO. The share will be 5,000 and the percentage is 50%. The second one is administration manager. The share amount is 50,000 ringgit and the percentage is 50%. So the total share is 100,000 ringgit and the percentage for this is 100%. So for the location of business, it gives significant impact in the business and cost structure. In established company, problem connected with location can rise in many ways. We choose this location based on a few aspects that has been considered, which are the infrastructure, the system of transportation, and the environment. So for the physical location, our business is located at Jalan Nikel 2, Kawasan Perindustrian Pasir Gudang, 81700 Pasir Gudang, Johor. It is located at the middle of the town, which is near with the office building and the factories. It is also having a good drainage system and low flood risk. This location also located at a good and strategic area because this area is situated near and successful industrial areas. Thus, it will decrease the cost for transportation. The selection is depending upon a few factors such as strategic area and a suitable operate the business. Other advantage of our location are the location is near the city center, have larger local market, have enough facilities such as hospital, clinic, and others, municipal facilities such as town hall, local information and center. Our location has better transportation for raw material labor. Our business near with the supplier, and there are facilities of seaport and railways of station. We chose Pasir Gudang because increasing of population, it means increasing work demands. So this is our map of location. Our company is located at Pasir Gudang, Johor. Based on the map above, we are located at the strategic place because near with the main road and other facilities. Besides that, in terms of transport, for us, it's not a big problem at all because customer can get transportation easily in this area. In fact, the location also based on aspect that we consider such as infrastructure and environment. So the next part is building. Our warehouse was rent. The value of the rent is 40,000 ringgit per month. So we have to deposit it at the building for manage our administration plan to be easy. The second one, the value of deposit of 3 months is 7,000 ringgit. We decided to rent because our business is new and not enough capital to buy the building. Therefore, it is the best way or to avoid from suffering loss. And the third one, it has basic amenities. The infrastructures that have been provided complete with water, electricity supply, and telephone service. With this infrastructure, the management and service of our company will work smoothly and efficiently. Our supplier is electric. Our supplier of electric is Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB) and water. And for the water suppliers is Renhill SAJ Sendirian Berhad. Supplier of telephone is Telekom Malaysia and telephone lines TM Net, hospitalities and other facilities. Now we move into the marketing section. So for the product description, our name of the business is Easylife Enterprise. Our type of business is produce furniture, which is iron board. Our name of product or brand name is 3-in-1 Mi board. The color has three colors, which is red, blue, and black. The size of it is 90 centimeter, 45 centimeter, and 130 centimeter. The target customer is working wife, lecturers, student, and boutique. For the raw materials is stainless steel, aluminium, mirror, hanger, screw, fabric, and polyurethane, which is sponge. The feature is modern design. The design and packaging is standard carton with environmental foam and packing tape dispenser. For the price per unit is 150 ringgit. And for the next slide, which is target market. Target market was referring to a group of customers, of buyers with similar traits that the organization want to attract to their products offering. This must be done so that every planning runs smoothly. There are several reasons why a business decides on a specific target market. The first reason is that impractical and impossible for a business to offer a product that can satisfy the needs and wants of the entire population. Our company has researched what consumers want for themselves, so our product was created. The second reason is that most business community has limited resources in terms of time. This limitation means that the business's community must focus its activities on attracting a core of customer. The existence of a target market to further determine what is this company needs to do to compete. All planning must be meticulous and studied to get what you want to achieve. Easylife Enterprise Company likes to look far ahead so that we can be a successful company in the market and able to compete with the large and developed companies. So for the first one is geographic. We have chosen Pasir Gudang, Johor for our business location based on a few aspects that has been considered, which are infrastructure, the system of transportation, environment and other facilities. Furthermore, the location is strategic because our prem is located in the middle of the routes to north and south of the peninsula of Malaysia. Pasir Gudang is well known and developed industrial area, so of course our product will be easily recognized because it is already has its own advantage. In addition, all the locations have become modern in the presence of many facilities for its community. This gives advantages for our company to sell our 3-in-1 Mi board in Johor and all states in Malaysia. The second one is psychographic. People will buy this product 3-in-1 Mi board to carry out their work more easily, save their time and space. Our product is suitable for people who are still studying or already working. Our unique ironing board will fulfill the wants of our target market because our product has the multifunction, just like the motto of our product, which is making your life easier. Our products will make your homework easier and show a more organized and modern work style for your household to work. So the third one is demographic. The main target for our business is the one who needs it, especially new working wife or their husband can help if they want. Lecturers, students, officers and other than this group too can buy this our product if they want. Trust our product, it will give the advantages than from lack. These people is usually busy with their daily work, so much work that the affairs of the house are not disturbed and some of them are too busy in handling their task. The house looks disorganized, the arrangement of home decor is not attracting and so on. Therefore, we are trying to take this opportunity to capture them since our product 3-in-1 Mi board can help them solve the problems such as can make your work at home so easy. Besides that, their needs to do homework in a more modern style will be achieved with our product. Times have changed. Everyone wants an easy job and we will provide it by selling this product to you. And as for the market size, in Pasir Gudang, Johor, there are 143 industry and offices and 22 educational institutions in the area. The average number of these industry offices and people from educational institutions who use the ironing board to do their job is 13,850 and 19,800 people respectively. We target 25% of people from each of the category will purchase for the table per month. So this is the table in Pasir Gudang, Johor, the target market, number of people and the sales per month. So in the target market, industrial and offices, the number of people is 4,675 and the sales per month is 98,087 ringgit. And for the institute part, the number of people is 5,677 and the sales per month is 76,092 ringgit. So the total of these is the number of people is 20,352 and the sales per month is 174,179 ringgit. So this is the market share, the competitors before Easylife Enterprise. The IKEA got the percentage of market share is 40%. The estimated income per month is 68,987 ringgit, while Quartz is 30%, which is 65,854 ringgit. Sengheng is 17%, which is 58,343, and Singer is 30%, which is 55,442. So for the competitors after Easylife Enterprise, the IKEA became 38%. The estimated income per month is 68,995. Quartz is 25%, which is 66,354 ringgit. Sengheng became 15%, which is 56,734 ringgit, and Singer became 12%, which is 53 ringgit 3,033 ringgit, while Easylife Enterprise only got 10%, which is 23,876 ringgit. So this is the sales forecast for the year of 2017, and for the month and the sales forecast January from December. So January only got 11,355 ringgit. February we got 11,006 ringgit. March we only got 12,675 ringgit. In April we only got 11,569 ringgit. In May we got 10,988 ringgit. In June we get 9,662 ringgit. In July we only got 11,032 ringgit. In August we only got 10,001 ringgit. September we got 11,332 ringgit. October we only got 9,678 ringgit. November we only got 9,884 ringgit. And for the last year, December, we only got 10,965 ringgit. So the total of all of these is 130,138 ringgit. Now we move into the marketing strategies. We have 4, which is product strategies, pricing strategies, distribution strategies, and promotion strategies. So the first one is product strategies. We define our product as a furniture product. Ironing board is a necessity for household to iron clothes, and this makes one of the household items needed in every home. The products we sell will definitely give a lot of advantages, which with more than one function to buyers out there. Products 3-in-1 Mi board has a typical characteristic for our company. This is because to make sure that our product is high quality, a few characteristics are can fulfill the customer needs, appropriate with the quality of the product. For the importance of the quality of the product, we use high quality material, multifunction that can help the household to do their job at house easier. So in this product strategy, we have brand. We focus on brand, quality, design, packaging, and labeling. And the second part is pricing strategies. As a manufacturer, it is the best way to achieve the target market is via pricing strategy. Strategies is providing prices on products. Need to be smart in order to attract customers to buy these products. The price should be reasonable for all levels so that they able to afford it. We need to make sure the price is acceptable and the sustainability of the product to be sold to the customer. Cost based on a pricing product is 150 ringgit. third one is distribution strategy. Distribution strategy is important in order to make sure that our product is in good condition. When it arrives to the customer, our product will be sending direct to the retailer based on our contract. Last but not least is promotion strategies. Promotion strategies are important in order to inform our product to the customer. This is to make sure all the customer knows about Easylife Enterprise, to tell people out there about how good this 3-in-1 Mi board is to themselves for their daily needs. We want customer out there to know how good the quality of this product is, the function of this product, and the price is also reasonable for those out there. As a new company, advertisement is an important role. To make sure that our product will be known in the market, we have to plan a few systematic strategy, which is personal sales. Our salesman will promote our product face to face with a marketing manager, which is IKEA, Aeon, Tesco, and others. And second one is pamphlet. We distribute our pamphlets within the area of our target market using recycled paper or materials. Pamphlets are financially viable and sustainable, convenient to carry around, and to sell at readings and capable of being printed to order, saving on storage costs. So the third one is advertising. We use printed media via magazines and sales promotion. We provide short-term incentive or special offer to encourage purchase or speed up the purchase decision. And the fifth part is social media, and the sixth part is online shopping via Shopee and Lazada. So now we go into marketing budget. We have fixed asset, working capital, other expenditure, pre-operation, and total. For the fixed asset, which is van and signboard, the van costs 32,000 ringgit and the signboard only costs 1,500 ringgit. For the working capital, it has salaries, EPF, SOXO, promotion, fuel vehicle. And for the salaries, it costs 5,000 ringgit. For FPF, it costs 480 ringgit. For SOXO, it costs 80 ringgit. For promotion, it has personal sales, pamphlet, magazines, business card. And personal sales, it got 3,000 ringgit. For the pamphlet, only 1,000 ringgit. For the magazine, only 800 ringgit. For business card, only 400 ringgit. So the total of it is 5,200. Now we move into fuel for vehicle. It only costs 300 ringgit only per month. Now, other expenditure is grand opening. The grand opening costs 2,500 ringgit, and pre-operation only costs insurance and road tax for motor vehicle, which is 1,200. So the total of this depends on the columns that we speak about: the fixed asset, monthly expenses, other expenses, and the total. So for the fixed assets, the total is 33,500, and monthly expenses total 11,060 ringgit. Other expenses were total 3,700 ringgit, and for the all total is 42,780 ringgit.
What is it?
Okay, now we move the operation section. So in the process of we ensure all individuals involved in the operation process had good relations among themselves. This will avoid any purposely mistake done by some workers. We always ensure that our workers will be responsible, honest, and motivated person when doing their work. We also hire the best supervisor with high operation skills to ensure that our products are produced in high quality, and we provide the supervisor with basic and advanced training to improve the efficiency of production skills. With the application of high technology machineries and equipments, the business can produce a large scale of production, by which the production cost will also be reduced and the product will be more competitive as compared to other products. Besides having similar functions with other competitors' ironing board, we also had improved and put additional function to our ironing board and to make it as an alternative way to help people to do their work easily and efficiently. Every machine and equipment in our factory will certainly examine first so that it can produce our product successfully. So for the first one is raw material arrived from the supplier, and second, they move the material into the factory for processing. They set up the size needed of steel, mirror and fabric, and they cut the steel mirror into a different size. Afterwards, they drill the steel into a size that fit with a screw and attach the hanger and mirror to the surface of the ironing board. Next, sew fabric that has been selected and attached to the ironing board, and packaging the product with acrylic plastic, screw and also instructor shape into a box, and put the label outside the box, and then put it into the container. So for our production schedules, our business hours refers to the time of the business is open to the customer. Our company also does not want our employees to be too tired with work, which is why we only take their 8 hours in one day to work. Operation hours refer to the hours that the worker have to work and finish the job to make our product. For manufacturing, usually the business will operate on 8 hours per shift. Thus, the entrepreneur will only decide whether the business will run for one shift or more. Thus, this will depend upon planning for production. In our business, we decide to operate our business on 8 hours per day. Our business operation do not have to operate in 2 shifts because one of our business policies is to care about our employees beside the production level. So this is the business and operation hours, the days, the time, and time to rest. On days Monday to Friday, the time of work is 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. The rest will be 12 p.m. until 1 p.m., which is 1 hour. And for Saturday, the work time is only 8 a.m. until 4 a.m. and the rest time will be 12:30 p.m. until 1:30 p.m. Now we move into the next slide. As you can see, there are many materials for the monthly budget raw materials requirement. So I'm going to explain one by one, but I will not explain about the size of it. The slides have already explained. It took me a lot of time. So the first one, the material we use is stainless steel. The quantity we need is 200 ringgit. The safety stock is 50%. The total material requirement is only 350, and the price per unit is 80 ringgit. So the total of all of that quantity is 28 ringgit. The second one is fabric. The quantity needed is 90. The safety stock is only 12%. The total material requirement is 100, and the price per unit is 50 ringgit. The total is 5,000 ringgit. And for the polythene, you can call it sponge. We ordered 90 units. Safety stock is 4%. The total material requirement only needed 100, and the price per unit is 30 ringgit. So the total price for all of it is 3,000. Now we move into aluminium foil insulation. The quantity needed is 130 ringgit. The safety stock is 60, the total material requirement is 150, and the price per unit is 20 ringgit. So the total of it is 3000. Now the mirror, the quantity needed is 90, the safety stock is 10%, the total material requirement is 200, and the price per unit is 20 ringgit. So the total price is 4000. Now we move into protective layer, which is acrylic. The quantity needed is 100, the safety stock is 120, the total material requirement is 200, and the price per unit is 20 ringgit. The total was the same, which is 4000. Now we move into hanger hook. The quantity needed is 140, the safety stock is 60%, the total material requirement is 160, the price per unit is 2 ringgit, so the total price is 320 ringgit. The adjustable screw adapter needed is 90 per quantity, the safety stock is 10%, the total material requirement is 110, the price per unit is 15 ringgit, so the total price is 1650. Now for the paint, the quantity needed is 80, the safety stock needed is 8%, the total material requirement is 70, and the price per unit is 30 ringgit, so the total price is 2100 ringgit. And packaging and labeling only need 90, safety stock is 50%, total material requirement is 100, and price per unit is 12 ringgit, so the total price is 12,000 ringgit. So for the total is 52,270 ringgit. Now I will move into ease for further slide presentation.
Okay, thank you to my partner Aish for the previous presentation. Now I will continue with the next presentation. Okay, now we want to talk about the list of suppliers. The raw material, we get the iron manufacturer from the Shandong Sino Steel Co. Ltd. For the mirror manufacturer, Guangzhou Grandview Material Limited, and for the textile retailers is Guangzhou Wahwo Non-Woven Fabric Co. Ltd. Our company take the suppliers from the overseas. Now for the labeling and packaging, machine and equipment, we just go for the only one place. It is at Easylife Enterprise at Jalan Niketu, kawasan Perindustrian Pasir Gudang, 81700 Pasir Gudang, Johor. Now for the capacity planning, I will explain about our productivity of capacity. First, number of outputs per month is 2400 ringgit per 150 ringgit, and the amount is 480 unit per month. Number of outputs per day is 480 per 24, and for the unit is 20 per day. Number of outputs per hour is 20 per 8, and the unit is 2 per hour. It's been 1 hour. Our factory can do 2 unit. 1 hour, same 1 per 2 multiply 60 minutes. One unit take 30 minutes to make our product. For the next is amount of machine required. We can see our machine productive time per day. Operation hour minus setting up time plus downtime. It's mean 8 hour minus 30 minutes plus 30 minutes. 8 hours is get the minus to 1 hour, and we get 7 hours per day for our workers to work their machine. Number of machine. Planner rate of production per day per machine productive time per day. Multiply standard production time per unit. 25 units per 7 hour, multiply 60 minutes, multiply 50 minutes, and we can get 1.25 for 2 machines to work for our workers. Now for the amount of direct labor required for the workers productive per day. What we can say, workers hours per day minus rest time or workers idle time. 8 hours minus 1 hour, 7 hours per day. Number of workers can be used to planner rate of production per day per worker productive time per day, multiply worker standard production time per unit. 25 units per 7 hour, multiply 60 minutes, multiply 112 minutes. That's means 7 workers for time to use the machine to make our product. Now for the schedule tasks and responsibilities for the operation section. I will explain one by one what is the responsibilities. First, operation manager. It responsible to control all workers in the part of operation. Make sure the operation level of production can impressively perform. Next is supervisor. Supervise the operation of production and has responsibility to all staff to do their part. Next is production of operator. Produce the product and control the production process. The next is quality of checker. The task is check the quality of the products and remove the defect products. And the next is packing operator. It will pack the product into a box with a label. Last is driver. Driver is to make sure they deliver the products to retailer. Now for the part, machine and equipment, I will explain one by one what we use in our factory. First is semi-automatic cutter. The quantity that we need is 5 and the price unit for one item is 166 ringgit 20 cent per unit, and the total price is 831 ringgit. The second is semi-automatic drill. The quantity is 5 that we need and the price for a unit is 1,500 and the total price is 7,500. The third is semi-automatic welding. The quantity is 5 and the price per unit is 9,700 and total price is 48,500. And the total for all this machine and equipment is 56,831 ringgit. Now this is our operation layout plan. What I can say is the layout refers to the arrangement of machine, equipment, workers and other facilities used in the operation. Our business layout is designed in such a way that the production of goods and service can be done smoothly and efficiently. Our business layout is based on product. This type of layout is suitable for our business because our production process is a continuous flow production, and the design of this layout is made according to the sequence of activities to produce the product. we continue with the operation overheads. First, I want to talk about the operation cost. The operation overhead, we can see for the water is we cost it's 300 ringgit. For electricity is 2000 ringgit. Telephone is 200, and the total for this operation overhead is 2500. For the operation cost per month is for the raw material, the cost is 52,270 ringgit, and for the worker salary is cost for 19,100 ringgit. For the utilities is 2,500 ringgit, and the petty expense is 800. So the total cost for the operation cost per month is 74,670 ringgit. And for the monthly operation cost, what we can see is the direct material cost, which is raw material, it costs 52,000 ringgit, 270 ringgit. And for the direct labor cost, which is worker salary, 90,100 ringgit. For the overhead cost, which is utilities, 2,500 ringgit, and the petty expense is 800 ringgit. And total cost for the monthly operation cost is 74,670 ringgit. Okay. For the operation budget, I will explain it one by one. For the fixed asset, we category it to vehicle, is lorry and machine and equipment. For the fixed asset is 50,000, and for the machine equipment is 56,831 ringgit, and the total fixed asset is 106,831 ringgit. And for the monthly expense, we can see for the raw material is 52,270 ringgit, and for salary, which is EPF plus SOTSO, is 85.8 ringgit. And for the petty expense, which is fuel, we can see it 800 ringgit. And for the total for the monthly expense is 53,956 ringgit. And for the other expense, you can see for the road test is 500 ringgit, and for the insurance, which is 1,500 ringgit, and we can total for the other expense is 2,000 ringgit. And if we total fixed asset, monthly expense and other expense, we can see the total is 290,956 ringgit. Now we move into the administration section. Now what you can see, this is our office layout. It's beautiful, right? It's our management that's make it beautiful and wonderful. Now we move to the slide that I will explain about the schedule of tasks and responsibilities of our workers. Firstly is admin. Its responsibility with management and general administration of the company, organize all the administration, expand in good manner, make sure all the workers get their rights such as bonus, insurance, KWSP and PKSO, make organization structure and distribute the job description following the department, make sure the company operates effectively. Secondly is VP of Human Resources. It's manage payroll and benefits, create and implement new company policies, review current company policies for compliance, supervise the interview, hiring and training process, communicate company policy with employees. thirdly is VP of Marketing. Always seeks opportunity to get new market, make non-stop promotion until achieve the company objective, can determine the competitor strength, the weakness in effort to enlarge the market size of the company, research and measure current market after those analyses, and make the strategies promotion to attract the customer attention, maintain the market and make sure the stock of the market are enough. And the fourth is Chief Operating Officer. Manage in purchasing raw material, make sure the operation of the company is efficiently and systematic, ensure world of machine in safety and clean, control the quality of good to achieve customer is satisfied with our product, service the machine to make sure its production is smoothly. And next is Chief Finance Officer. The job is manage financial and account activities of company, control the company profit with control cash outflow and inflow of the company, make sure the forecast about the sales revenue at weekly and monthly, always be careful and check the company account to avoid cheating, determine the company year budget and give suggestion to add income and reduce the cost. And the next is clerk. The job is to act as secretary to his or her own manager. This person will handle phone calls, set up appointment, file paperwork and update schedule among other duties company may specify. And last is driver. The job only to deliver the product to the retailer. You can see this is the list of office equipment. Now I will talk about the office equipment first. For the computer, number of units that we need is 5 and the cost per unit is 1,200 ringgit and the total is 6,000 ringgit. For the air conditioner is 4 units and cost per unit is 1,000. That's make is total 4,000 ringgit. And for the photostat machine, number of units that we need is 2 and cost per unit is 2,000 ringgit, and which make is the total is 2,000 ringgit. Fax machine, number of units that we need is 1 and the cost per unit is 500. That's make it 500 total ringgit. And for the telephone, number of units that we need is 2 and the cost per unit is 100 and the total is 100 ringgit. And the punch card machine, we need of unit is 1 and the cost per unit is 100 ringgit and the total is 100 ringgit. And total of this office equipment is 2,000 ringgit 700. Now for the furniture, we can see for the worker table, number of units that we need is 8 and the cost per unit is 150 ringgit and total is 1,200 ringgit. For the office chair, number of units that we need is 50 and cost per unit is 40 ringgit and the total is 600 ringgit. For the cupboard, number of unit that we need is 3 and cost per unit is 96 ringgit and total is 288 ringgit. For the meeting table, number of unit that we need is 1 and the cost per unit is 420 ringgit and the total is 420 ringgit. And for the GM table is unit is 1 and the cost per unit is 150 ringgit and the total is 150 ringgit. For the whiteboard is the unit that we need is 1 and the cost per unit is 70 ringgit and the total is 70 ringgit. All the total for the furniture is 2,072.8 ringgit. For the stationaries, for the fire extinguishers, number of unit is for the fire extinguisher is number of unit is 2 and the cost per unit is 200 ringgit and the total is 400 ringgit. For the logbook, number of unit is 7 and the cost per unit is 5 ringgit and the total is 35 ringgit. And for the file, number of unit is 20 and the cost per unit is 6 ringgit and total is 555 ringgit. That is the total for the stationaries. If we total of this list, we can get it 50,983 ringgit. Now for the administrative budget, I will explain in detail one by one. For the fixed asset is office furniture and equipment, which is 12,500 ringgit, and for the car is 5,000, and you can see the total is the same, 12,500 ringgit and 50,000 ringgit. Now we move to the monthly expenditure, which is working capital, salary, EPF and SOCSO, which is 11,670 ringgit, and for the total it's the same. Now we move to the bill, which is telephone, water, electric, 2,500 ringgit and the total is the same. Stationery is 750 ringgit and the amount is still the same, and the rental, which is 2,500 ringgit and it's the same total, and for the fuel is 150 ringgit and the total it's still the same. Now we move to the other payment. You can see for the maintenance we use 200 ringgit and the total is 200 ringgit too, and for the renovation we use 400,000 ringgit and the total is 4,000 ringgit. For the pre-operation, which is deposit, for the utilities we use 750 ringgit and the total is same. For the rent building we use 7,000 ringgit and the total is 7,000. For the registration and lesson, insurance and road tax, it costs 1,200 ringgit and the total is 1,200 ringgit. Now we can see for the fixed asset, the total is 27,500 ringgit and the monthly expenditure is 70,570 ringgit, and for the other payment is 30,150 ringgit and total for this all is 58,167 ringgit. Now we move into the financial slide. Firstly, I want to explain about our objective of financial plan. What we can see is the objective for our financial plan is estimating the total capital required, determining the source, availability and timing of funds, determining the business capital structure, avoid excess generation of funds and counter strategy for risk. And next, I will explain about the strategies of financial plan. We make this strategy of financial plan, which is setting financial goals and objectives, evaluate where you stand financially, analyze the data you gather, identify alternative source of income, develop and implement your final plan. periodically review and revise. And for the financial information, I will explain about it now. We can see we estimate cost to start the business is about 120 to 100,000 ringgit. The source of fund are contributing from partner as opening capital and loan from financial institution. For me as the CEO, my percent is 50%, and for my partner also 50% for this financial. To the other slide, which is project implementation cost and source financial. Now what we can see for the office furniture and equipment, the cost is 12,500 ringgit, and we put the loan for 5,000 and cash which is 7,500 ringgit. And for the car, we cost it 50,000 ringgit, and we use cash which is 50,000 ringgit. For the van, the cost is 32,000 ringgit, and we put the hire purchase which is 20,000 ringgit, and the cash is 10,000 ringgit. For the signboard, the cost is 1,500 ringgit, and we use cash which is 1,500 ringgit. For the machine one, the cost is 831 ringgit, and we just use cash. And for the machine 2, the cost is 7,500 ringgit, and we use loan to use it. And the machine 3, the cost is 48,000 ringgit, 500 ringgit, and we use loan too. For the lorry, the cost is 50,000 ringgit. We use the loan 30,000 ringgit, and for the cash we use 30,000 ringgit. For the administrative, the cost 11,200 ringgit, and for the loan we use 5,000 ringgit, and the cash we use 6,200 ringgit. For the marketing, the cost is 11,200 ringgit, and we use loan 5,000 ringgit, and the cash we use is 6,200 ringgit. For the operations, for the cost is 65,000 ringgit, and we use loan which is 50,000 ringgit, and the cash we use is 50,000 ringgit. For the pre-operation and other expenditure, the cost is 50,350 ringgit, and the loan which is 9,000, and the cash is 6,350 ringgit. For the contingencies, the cost is 25,000 ringgit and 60 ringgit, and for the loan we use 80,000 ringgit, and the cash we use is 7,600 ringgit. Now what we can see for the first total for the cost, it's total 296,181 ringgit, and for the loan the total is 178,178,000, and for the hire purchase it's only 20,000, and for the cash we use 96,181 ringgit. Now what we can see now is the depreciation schedule for the office furniture and equipment and the car. And for this slide, what you can see, this is our loan and hire purchase amortization schedule. This is for the table loan prepayment schedule and hire purchase repayment schedule. Now for this slide, what you can see is this is for the fixed asset depreciation schedule for the van and signboard. Next, this is for the machine and equipment and lorry. This is the table. And what you can see, this is our pro forma profit and loss. Now I want you all to look at our gross profit. For the year 1, our gross profit is 130,138 ringgit, and for the year 2 is 132,447 ringgit, and for the year 3 is 133,589 ringgit. And what we can see for the accumulated net profit for the year 1 is 1912824 ringgit, for the year 2 3742934 ringgit, and for the year 3 is 147,900 ringgit. Now what you see, this is the slide of our pro forma balance sheet. I will explain one by one. For the year 1, for the office furniture and equipment, it's cost 12,500 ringgit, and for the car is 50,000 ringgit, for the van is 32,000 ringgit, and for the signboard is 750 ringgit, for the machine and equipment is 56,831 ringgit, for the lorry is 50,000 ringgit, and for the other asset, which is deposit, 9,750 ringgit, and total for this is 176,831 ringgit. For the year 2, we can see our office furniture and equipment is 10,000 ringgit, for the car is 11,400 ringgit, for the van is 25,300 ringgit, and machine and equipment, the cost is 45,465 5,000 ringgit, for the lorry is 40,000 ringgit, and the deposit to is 9,500 ringgit, and the total for the year 2 is 142,215 ringgit. For the year 3, for the office furniture and equipment is 7,500 ringgit, and the car is 7,800 ringgit, and for the van is 9,200 ringgit. For the machine and equipment, it's 3498.6 ringgit, and for the lorry is 30,000 ringgit, and deposit is still 9,750 ringgit, and the total for the year 3 is 108,349 ringgit. And what we can see is at the year 1, for the stock of raw material is 52,270 ringgit, and stock of finished good is 2,880, and and for the cash balance is 135,607 ringgit, and the total for the year 1 is 190,757. For the year 2, for the stock of raw material is 45,677 ringgit, and for the stock of finished good is 3,600 ringgit, and the cash balance is 167,063 ringgit, and the total is for the year 2 is 263,40 ringgit. And for the year 3, for the stock of raw material is 40,006 ringgit, and the stock of finished good is 4,320 ringgit, and for the cash balance is 119,300 ringgit, and the total for the year 3 is 163,629 ringgit. And for the total asset, we can see for the year 1 is 367,588 ringgit, for the year 2 is 35855 ringgit, and the 4 year 3 is 271,978 ringgit. Now we can see for the capital for the year 1 is 100,000 ringgit, accumulate profit is 212.84 ringgit, and the total is 312.84 ringgit. For the year 2 is 100,000 ringgit. For the accumulate profit is 242.34, and the total is 342.34. For the year 3, for the capital is 100,000 ringgit, and the accumulated profit is 247,900 ringgit, and the total is 347,900 ringgit. For the long time liabilities, for the loan balance is 97,600 ringgit for the year 1, and the higher purchase balance is 84,000, and the total is 181,600 ringgit. And for the year 2, the loan balance is 73,000 ringgit 200, and the higher purchase balance is 63,000, and the total for the year 2 is 156,200 ringgit. For the year 3, loan balance is 48,800 ringgit, and the higher purchase balance is 42,000 ringgit, and the total is 9,800 ringgit. For the current liability for the year 1 is account payable is 75,87 ringgit. For the year 2 is 80,000 ringgit. For the year 2 is 87,089 ringgit. For the year 3 is 94,979, and all for the total equity and liabilities for the year 1 is 569,011 ringgit. For the year 2 is 565,923 ringgit, and for the year 3 is 533,679 ringgit. For our conclusion, we are so grateful to finish this business plan. We have gone through lots of new experience, and it is very beneficial for all of us in participating in this business. A business plan is a fundamental component to the successful start, development and maintenance of an organization. Several authors have proposed the important components to a business plan that have been outlined above. Additionally, the business plan helps organize the company around common ideas. There are a lot of basic steps to starting your own business, so a great deal depends on what business you want to start, either on a large level or small level. It's important that you ask yourself some very important questions, because starting a business where you are the sole focus, you need to establish a business plan, set goal, and above all, know who you are. We hope that our business will be progress smoothly in the future. Our target is that we want to achieve high profit in the development of this business, even though there are many rivals exist. Unfortunately, with the good cooperation with all the subordinates, we managed to compete with the rival as fair and square. The company has the potential to become a highly regarded resource in local, regional, national and international markets. Due to the company's aggressive marketing strategy, establishment of the company as a unique entity in its industry, careful development of its product coupled with strategic partnership with some of the industry leaders, and the company profitable revenue model, the company has the potential to provide lucrative returns to potential investors. For the company to achieve status as an industry leader, it must secure initial capital. This capital will be used for start-up costs, to establish a reputable storefront, and to further develop the business infrastructure, internet system, product development, and extensive marketing and geographic positioning. Thank you. That's all from my team.